From CBS News Miami, this is Facing South Florida with Jim DeFede.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Eliott Rodriguez. Welcome to Facing South Florida. Jim DeFede is off this week. Big developments in immigration policy after Title 42, which kept undocumented migrants out of the country, expired. Governor Ron DeSantis signed a strict new immigration law with tough requirements and penalties for migrants and employers. I'll speak with two immigration advocates this morning. The first one is Vanessa Joseph, an immigration attorney in North Miami who works with Haitian migrants fleeing violence and the lack of economic opportunities in their country.
The reaction by Haitians and the Haitian community at large, Haitian Americans included, Americans of Haitian descent, is that there is yet again another attack on Black immigrants, and more specifically in this case, Haitian immigrants, are really looking at these policies, these laws, and asking themselves, well, what is it about us? Right, that makes us such a problem that all these laws would have to come out, and many of which affect Haitian immigrants and specifically Black immigrants, because no person who is racially profiling folks and asking folks to see their papers, as we know is essentially what SB 1718 is asking. Nobody's going to stop you. A police officer is not going to stop you. A law enforcement official is not going to stop you and say, this Black person looks like he's Haitian or looks like he's from a different country. They're profiling everyone. They're profiling, including Hispanic folks, people who they believe to look different, to look Hispanic, to look like an immigrant. And what does an immigrant actually look like? It looks like all of us. And so these policies, these bills, these laws, when they take effect, they have extremely detrimental effects, not only on our communities of immigrants, but all of our communities at large. And we're actually regressing as communities.
Well, I want to ask you about some of the specifics in the Florida law. For example, businesses with 25 or more employees must use E-Verify, a registration system run by the Department of Homeland Security that checks the immigration status of workers. What problem do you see with that?
So generally, there is no problem, right? Making sure that folks have proper documentation to be working. It's something that I work on, making sure that folks have proper documentation to work and to be able to live normal lives, go to school. So getting a work permit is a lot of what I do, helping folks get those work permits. But then here's the problem that we face. How is this law applied, right? Some folks start businesses on their own. How are you as an employer contracting with someone now supposed to ask them, well, can I see your papers, right? So folks aren't thinking about the complete magnitude. They're just thinking about, well, E-Verify, having people go through the system. I've gone through the system. I'm employed at Catholic Legal Services. They enter my documentation into their E-Verify system. That's totally normal. But then how would you know workers that you're working with who are contracted, maybe coming through staffing agencies, maybe coming through other forms, right, of outreach to seek folks who can work in your enterprise? How are you to know that each and every single person is documented or has that level of documentation if it's not actually required of you as an employer generally?
Another part of the bill requires hospitals that accept Medicaid to ask patients about their legal immigration status. What problem do you see with that? Do you see possibly immigrants who won't go to the hospital when they
100%.
need to see a doctor?
100%. I mean, even when we ask individuals who've been victimized, right, to go to the police, you see something, you say something, folks are scared to even go to the police. Folks who are here to protect and serve us, they're afraid to go because of what they believe could happen to them as a result of bringing forth a complaint. So imagine what's going to happen at a hospital when you're trying to seek care. All the time we see folks being sought after because they are providing services on the Black market as it is, low cost or lower than the hospital or whatever the case is. Now we're creating a market for these types of services, encouraging folks to seek out services that could actually end up killing them because they're not able to go to a hospital and say, I need this level of assistance. a lot of times we have to think about the fact that there are plenty of ways in which we can ensure folks are getting their services paid for. What is it that we need to be asking for documentation for? Is it for the payment? I doubt it, because there are programs out there that exist. We're able to provide folks with assistance and resources. So what is the true impetus for even having such a type of law like that on the books, but to persecute and prosecute folks who may not have yet regularized their status here in the United States?
In fact, one of our reporters in Homestead interviewed some undocumented workers. And again, this is a mixed family. Some of the members of the family may be undocumented. Some
100%.
are American-born citizens. And the undocumented lady said, well, I'll just rely on home remedies if I get sick.
And home remedies, I'm Haitian, I believe in them a lot of the times, but there are some things I really trust to science. And I think that oftentimes, we're encouraging people to seek medical care, to seek preventative care, to take advantage of this great country's ability to provide us with great information about the status of our health. And yet now we're prohibiting people from accessing that care. And now you're also putting, potentially, you just brought up mixed status families, you're putting children at risk especially. And, we often hear that, there's such great care for children in Florida, and I don't see it, right? Because if you are a child from a mixed status household, I was such a child at one point when my parents were not yet U.S. citizen. I was raised in a mixed status household. If something ever happened to me, knock on wood, would my parents have been able to take me to the hospital under these current set of laws? Would they have wanted to take me? Would I have been able to get the care that I need?
Let me ask you another part of this law. It imposes penalties against anyone transporting individuals without legal status in the state of Florida. Are you supposed to check people's immigration status before they get in your car?
But the worst part of it is, who as a simple person is asking people for their papers, right? And then on top of that, how are you to determine what is documented and undocumented, right? Because a lot of folks are saying things like, oh, well, I can't help TPS beneficiaries either, and I can't help this folk, I can't help anybody who's not a US citizen. So basically, I've got to see a passport. And that's not accurate either. But then on top of that, why is that even a question? So Uber drivers are now going to be subjected to this policy where they now have to ask people, but we're also saying that we live in a state that will not give you driver's licenses, right? If you don't have different points of documentation that many folks can't get access to. And yet we want to create safer streets. And so we often find that these laws are actually incompatible with the different other laws that exist, and the reasons why those other laws exist or don't exist. It's for the protection of people, but how are people protected if they're not driving with licenses and thereby being insured?
Let me ask you about another provision in this new law that goes into effect July 1st in Florida. It allocates $12 million to continue something called the Unauthorized Alien Transport Program to relocate undocumented immigrants to sanctuary cities. We've seen this. We've seen immigrants being flown from Texas to Washington, D.C., to New York and Massachusetts. I'm thinking, if you are not allowed to transport undocumented individuals into the state of Florida, why would the state of Florida be allowed to transport undocumented individuals from one state to another?
Great question. And I feel like there are some folks missing on this interview, so we can ask just that very question. Why do we think it is okay to forcibly remove people from their communities, from the places that they feel comfortable? And why would we ever imagine that that is a wise way to spend our tax dollars? I mean, I struggle, because I look at people every single day who are losing their homes, who cannot afford the rents in the communities that they grew up in. Students are going and traveling for college, and many can't come back or don't want to come back to Florida. Well, I'm from Miami, so don't want to come back to Miami because of how expensive things are. And yet we've decided that we're going to use this amount of money, maybe a drop in a bucket for them, but a really significant amount of money for our communities to use to provide important services that folks need. We've divested resources. We've divested money from resources for mental health assistance. But we see this as a proper use of our money, and I just don't think that people really believe that, and I'm not sure why we've agreed to take that on, because that can't possibly be a proper use of our money.
When we come back, we'll continue our conversation on immigration with Ana Sofia Pelaez, a co-founder of the Miami Freedom Project.